Is there such a thing as a tax yield payment, and are tax yield checks guaranteed 100% by the government? No, that's not true. Tax yield seems to be a made-up term for payments that result from tax deed sales by county governments. Additionally, such payments aren't guaranteed by county governments. The claims appeared in a Facebook post on July 11, 2022. The post's video is titled, "Monthly Tax Yield Checks Sent to Your Mailbox." The caption reads, quote, "What if the U.S. government sent you weekly checks straight to your mailbox? Money mouth face money bag flying money dollar note right finger $888.56 from the Duval County government. Money bag right finger $1,248.33 from the Sarasota County government. Flying money right finger $2,061.21 from Polk County. Dollar note curious? Watch this video to see how it works." End quote. The video also shows images of checks from various county clerks' offices that seem to represent the tax yield checks. This is what the post looked like on Facebook at the time of writing. Source: Facebook screenshot taken on Thursday, July 14, 20 hours 33 minutes and 39 seconds 2022 UTC. According to some of the county clerks' offices whose checks were featured in the video, there is no such thing as tax yield payments. One check shown was worth $2,061.21 from the Polk County Clerk of the Circuit Court in Florida. However, in an email sent to Lead Stories on July 14, 2022, Taylor Carson, Public Relations Manager for the Polk County Clerk of the Circuit Court and AMP Controller, said the check was a result of the county's tax deed sale process, not tax yields. Carson outlined the process by which the recipient received the check. Quote, "A tax certificate is a lien for unpaid real estate taxes. The amount of the certificate is the sum of the unpaid real estate tax and the non-ad valorem assessments, penalties, advertising costs and fees. The life of a tax certificate is 7 years from the date of issuance. It is not a purchase of property, rather the investor earns interest on the certificate amount. At any time between the 2nd and 7th year, the certificate holder may request the sale of the property to satisfy the certificate. It now becomes part of the tax deed sale process. The property is then placed up for bid and public L.Y. auctioned." End quote. Referring to the recipient of the check, Carson continued, quote, "The check reflects the refund of the money he paid for the certificate and fees and the interest he earned. He earned $184.79 and was refunded $1,876.41, which he initially paid to initiate the sale process." End quote. Another one of the checks featured in the video was for $885.56 and sent from the Duval County Clerk of Circuit Courts in Florida. In a phone call with Lead Stories on July 14, 2022, Christopher Douglas, Senior Business Strategist for the Duval County Clerk of Courts, said the check was not made out to the recipient for some kind of tax yield payment. Quote, "Tax yield is a term that this individual is using, and that's not an actual term that's utilized, at least for the Duval County Clerk of Courts." End quote. Instead, the recipient participated in the county's tax deed sales process and received a check as a successful result of that process, as shown in this public record. Douglas told Lead Stories that it was the only tax deed sale that the recipient participated in from the Duval County Clerk of Courts in the past 2 years. There wasn't a monthly or weekly payment. Douglas said that what makes the claims particularly misleading is that the video posted to Facebook states that such checks are guaranteed 100% by the government. Quote, "You're only guaranteed your funds if the property sells at auction. If you mismanage and misinvest and you invest in the application on a very poor choice of property that ends up going to tax deed sale, it does not sell. It goes into something called the list of lands available, and if it does not sell off the list of lands available, you lose your investment." And that does happen. And so individuals will come in and purchase tax certificates expecting a return, and there is a chance that you will not get a return on your investment. So that is not 100% guaranteed. End quote. Lead Stories located a longer, free video providing a more in-depth explanation of what the program supposedly offers. However, Ira Reingold, Executive Director of the National Association of Consumer Advocates, told us in a phone call on July 14, 2022, that the process described by the program isn't as simple as the program makes it seem. Reingold spoke to us after watching a portion of the longer video. Quote, "For a common person who's watching this video, this is not easy to do. It is not going to provide you with guaranteed returns.